Alright guys, so now we're out of the ship. We're now in the city, in civilization. And I just hit level 4, I think. Yeah, I just hit level 4. And so this is where you wind up. So particularly if you choose Lex Luthor, you end up in this club, Les Lamps. If you choose Batman, if you choose Joker, you go in North Burnley, I think. And then if you choose Cersei, you go in Chinatown. So depending on the mentor you pick, you will be in a different place.
My research lab at Metropolis General has developed a mutagen from parasites' DNA.
Okay, here are the different vendors you can go, and then you can, sell your stuff, repair your armor. Make sure to repair often. And then this, I'll be tracking this because this is something end game, and this is something you need actual money for, so I'm not gonna bother with that right now. Alright, so as you can see, we have some different characters. This guy is playing like a Deadpool character. He's sorcery, I can tell because of his pet. And then, ooh, see, okay, this guy looks pretty cool. He's like a Joker, and then he bought one of the packs. He bought the aura pack number 2. You can get one. This is one of the auras that comes with. So as you see, aura in this game looks pretty cool. Now this is not an aura. What's going on that guy is not aura. That's a part of his power. All right, and then here the mailbox system. Go check it. Press O if you're a PS4. And then you get certain sometimes. So while you're leveling up, you'll get different things from different people. You can open that. That got me a face piece. Cool. And here's the teleporter. You can teleport from different to different hubs, different places. So when you're starting out, you can't use it. You can't use it until level. I'm pretty sure level 9 or something. All right, guys. I was gonna end it here, but I don't want to be a boring tutorial mission, so I'm gonna go and do the first mission and then end it. So you go out and you leave. Okay, now you exit into Metropolis. Alright guys, so now we are out in the city. Yeah. Okay, so now this is optional, but it helps you get some experience when you're starting, and you'll want to do these because when you complete all the races, you get feats, and obviously more feats equals more skill points, and more skill points equals just better for playing in general. And the really early ones are really easy, so you might as well just do them. Now, by far the easiest races to do in this game is flight. If you chose flight, then you'll have the easiest time completing the races as you get further in the game, because the other races are really hard, especially super speed. I remember, oh my god, me getting all the super speed race feats were so hard, because later on some of them were really hard. So if you chose super speed, I feel bad for you, especially if you're a new player. But I'm a veteran, so I know how these go. And for me, switching the PC to console is no big deal, because when I first played, I used a controller anyway for the first like 4 years, and then I learned to use a keyboard and mouse when my controller broke, so I can play on both. But controller just feels more natural for me. And to be honest, this game is made for really for consoles, because the way they had the game set up. The game's always been more popular on consoles anyway. That's why they had to merge 3 years ago, because PC was just dying. It was like legit like a ghost town, because I was playing. That was my server that I was playing on, this PC, and they just there's nobody playing, so they had to merge. Alright, here's the first mission. Okay, so these little question mark icon things right here, these are collection pieces. You want to go here when you see one, just go and press on it, and then you'll get these, and these will give you. These can add up to feats, and when you collect all of them in a certain collection, you'll get the bonus piece of an item for it. Most of the time it's like a style piece or a gear. It's usually a style piece. So if you're playing Lex Luthor, you just gotta defeat six students and inject them with mutagen. Like I said, they really dumbed down the game, so it's really hard to die in this game while you're leveling. It's almost impossible. And before, you can choose your different, if you want to go on a PvP server or PvE server when you started, but now everyone by default, everybody goes on the PvE server.
Journal, type 3 ultra catabolism.
Now personally for me, PvE was, oh see, look at this guy. Now this guy is probably an alt. What alt means is alternative character. So he probably has a main character, but he decided to make another one. That's why he has all the fancy. He has that aura. Well, that's my guess. I could be wrong, but that's usually how it works. Okay, so finish the mission. When you finish the mission, go to your. For PS4, click on your options, go on your tab, missions tab, and then collect your mission, your reward. Now I'm level 5. Go into my hand blasters. Do I need anything else in here? I could get my melee combos, but I'm not gonna use those yet, so I'm gonna save my skill point, and then equip that. All right. On to the next part. Man, this game's bringing a lot of memories. I used to play this game like hardcore every day for like a few years, and then with all the different changes, it went bad, so I stopped playing it. Made a lot of good friends from this game. If my friend Ali's watching this, shout out Ali. My first good friend I made on this game. We had a lead back in the day, but I'm not gonna name any names because I don't want to do that. We were really big into PvP.
Gravitation desensitization.
Which is really, PvP really is like, to me, is the most funnest part of this game. But they messed it up so many times throughout the years that it's just, right now, as it is right now, currently, the last time I played this game was a couple weeks ago, PvP is really garbage. Like, they try to balance it, but it's awful. Because the cool thing about this DCUO that makes it unique from every other game out there, especially every other MMO, is the combo system. So the way they use your weapons, and they have this thing called the rock paper scissors. So what I'm doing here, so that when you hold range, that's called a block breaker, and you can counter that by lunging, which is like, so if you do this, that is lunging, and then to counter lunging and counter melee combos, you just block. So there's a rock paper scissors system that you use in this game that's really unique to any other game. Also, you saw my healing power, this one right here. That since electric is a sub healing class, you will be using some healing powers as you level up. I mean, you can take it out. You can go in your loadouts and take it out if you don't want to use that. But it's nice to have if you're like a little bit in trouble in certain parts. Yep. You guys, once you guys learn clipping, remember to keep using it. Don't forget to use it because it'll speed up your gameplay a lot. I'm debating, should I get something like an aura from the marketplace? But I don't want to spend money, dude. I think I one of those aura packs. So I have 400 right now, 400 cash, and I think was it like 1,500 for a pack? So I had to get like, I would have to buy like $11 worth of money, real money, so I can get the in-game currency to get that. And I don't know if I want to do that. But yeah, anyway.
Freebie, please.
These guys are pretty easy. Now, where is... Okay. So these are called investigations. They're lit green. If you haven't clicked on them, they're lit green. So you want to click when you find these. You want to get as many as you can, because there is a fee for them. If you get all the classic ones, and then you get experience while you're leveling, and you get certain gear pieces too. So you'll want to do it. It's not a big deal. If you see one, just go grab it. If you don't want to go out of the way to find it, because a lot of them are hidden away, and then you don't have to. But it's just very helpful. Okay, got another piece of gear and level 6. So every level you get, every other level you get an extra skill point while you're doing feats too. So that's really nice. I don't know what the max like skill points is anymore. It's like probably like 350 now, which is crazy. I remember a point in time where getting 100 skill points was like a big milestone, but that was years ago. Now these things, okay, these people that are lit up right here, these are like sub missions where you can do them and you get extra experience and extra rewards, and they're feats. They're like, if you do like a certain amount on like a certain area, you'll get a feat. But
Authorities are
To me,
to ease the effects of the mutagen. Luther wants their efforts
I'm really lazy, so I'm not. Oh wait, but you get mark of victory, so you know what? I'm gonna do it for you guys for this episode. Usually I wouldn't do it because I don't know. It takes too much. It's too time consuming for me personally, and I don't care enough for those feats because I can make those up later on in the game. But if you want to max out your potential, then you want to do all those. But me personally, I never like doing it. I did it when I was first playing the game because when I was feat hunting, I want to do anything I can to get feats. But now I'm like, I don't really care because I'm a veteran. I know this game has changed a lot, but it hasn't. The core game hasn't changed, so I can always go back and be fine. So we gotta kill the scientists, impersonate them, and then sabotage these, I guess. These missions haven't changed either. You know what? Let me change my skin color because I had a different theme going on. I want to change it to. It was white, now I'm change it to like a yellowish. Not that yellow. Who's that? So when you attract an enemy's attention, that's called aggro. I'll teach you guys some of the new the verbiage of the end game, so you learn it early on. So healers, okay, so let me go over the different roles. Okay, so there's damage dealing, which is pretty straightforward. You get as much damage as you can. There's healer, which is also pretty straightforward. You heal your group members and try to keep them alive, which is pretty straightforward. And then there's a tank, which the tank's main job is to control the situation. So they want to grab all the enemy's attention, keep them off the other group members, and keep them on themselves. And then the boss. And then so that's the Holy Trinity, which every MMO has. And then in this game, there's an extra role called a controller. What the controller does, a lot of people argue like what they should do, but their main job is to supply power, stun the enemy, so which is CC, and then extra you can debuff some of the bosses too. So the controller is probably the most versatile in the game. But I feel like controllers get the most they get the most hate for some reason tonight. Controllers and tanks get a lot of hate. Nobody ever blames the DPS. They always blame the role player, even though they're the most important. Because to be honest, anyone can play DPS. Because especially the new update they had a year ago, play DPS is really easy. If you take the time to learn the powers, anyone can play a decent DPS. But learning how to play a really good role, that's a lot harder in my opinion. Because DPS are a dime a dozen, everyone plays DPS, like literally everybody. But a good role player, especially a good controller and good tank, healing's a little easy to learn, but a good controller and good tank is really hard to find. Now, when you're leveling and you're first playing the game, that's not a big deal because no one really cares. But when you're playing when end content like raids and alerts and stuff, those are really important. Okay. These guys, I'm trying to do this fast. I don't want to take too much time. Alright, you see how I block broke him because he was blocking and I did one of my range combos and he block broke him. Now, PvE, learning the RPS system isn't really important, but for PvP, if you're into PvP, that's an integral part of PvP. I didn't realize how long this episode was going on for. I'm almost 40 minutes into it. Wow.
Apperson's journal. Translocational capability. Extremely rare.
I might cut it into 2 parts. I don't want to have like a 40-minute video. So that'll take forever to upload. So I might cut it into 2 different parts. Okay. Just find 2 more Sigmas and kill them. Now, luckily, since I'm a veteran in this game, if you guys need like later on, if you guys need if you're playing electricity and you need a loadout to get you started, I can probably come up with something and then help you guys with that. Since I played this game for a long time.
Medical science and the so-called authorities question my methods.
Alright, since we got that, don't need to be here anymore, and then we're just gonna move away.
Sabotage the ridiculous cure.
Okay.
We need those parasites.
Alright, delete these. I'm gonna trash these because I need those. First, weapon upgrade. Put that on. Alright. On to the final part of the mission. So this will be the system you'll see when you're leveling up. So you start your mission and you usually do three different parts of the open world, and then they send you into an instance. That's how this game works. They haven't changed that either. Alright, so now we're in, and I'll teach you guys a tip and trick in this part. So if you're playing Lex Luthor and you're in this instance, destroy all these security cameras right here. You will get a feat if you destroy all of them. Easy feat. Alright, hit cutscene real quick.
Power Girl, I'm here for dinner. Take down the force fields. I'm starving.
Parasite. You never could have planned this yourself. What's really going on here?
You can't stop the hunger. I'll get these shields down myself, and then I'm coming for you.
I'll fight to my last breath to protect these people, Parasite.
Alright. So this mission, Parasite trying to get to Supergirl, or not Supergirl, I'm sorry, Power Girl. He's trying to absorb her energy, and we have to assist him.
So hungry.
I can't remember the hero counterpart to this mission. I'm trying to remember. I don't like playing hero as much. For some reason, this game, it's always been way more heroes than villains. I want to say the ratio is probably like 65-35. It's pretty unbalanced actually. So if you guys are playing this game and you're new, please don't pick a hero. Please pick a villain, just for like balance sake. Now, of course, you can main two different characters and go back and forth. But if you have, for your first main character, please pick a villain. It's a lot more fun, anyways. Playing hero is boring, in my opinion. You know what? Okay. So I'm gonna teach you guys something real quick again. So I don't like how they have their loadout set up by default, so I'm gonna go and change it. So you can go here, go to trades, go to loadouts, and then you only have one loadout ready, because when you're first playing the game, you only have the one. So I'm gonna clear all the slots and then arrange it how I like it. So I want overcharge first, then I want electro burst. For healing, I'm gonna put it over here, because I won't need that. And then Tesla. Do I need Tesla Blast? No, I just put it right here. Alright. So if you guys don't like the way it's arranged, you can go ahead and change it in the loadouts. I'm gonna get all the investigations, like I said, I'll help you out.
Journal. Type 2 carbon crystallization susceptibility.
Electricity has always been my favorite. But electric was for the longest time was very underpowered. But I still stuck with it because I didn't want to be one of those people who like bandwagon and get like whatever the flavor of the month is, we call it on the game. Like whatever power is the best at the moment, people switch to it. I'm like, nope, I'm not gonna play like that. And plus, I didn't want to spend the money on constantly changing powers, because that's how they get you in this game. A lot of people either they get bored or they get sick of the power, or they want to be on top, so they get whatever power is the best. Even though the game's supposed to be, balanced, people would switch powers, whatever power is the best DPS power-wise, and they switch to that. And to do that, you need to buy power tokens to switch, and those cost a lot of money over time. So that's something I refuse to do. Oh, I want to miss that camera. So make sure to get all the cameras in this mission if you guys are playing Lex Luthor, or Lex Luthor Mentor, I mean.
More metas are hiding in the office and lab. Oh yeah, and more cops too.
And you don't have to kill every single person in this instance. Just kill enough to get past the parts. Because there's no feats for killing all of them. Not in this mission anyway. Destroy that, so we get some feats down the line. So you can clip your combos with any power. It doesn't have to be a certain power, any power works. As long as the power is clippable, you can clip it with that. Here's some more cameras. So I really wanted to go super speed, but now that I'm flight, you know what? I think it's a better decision because flight's just way better to move around on, and it's the easiest power for a starter. A beginner for that, because there are 4 different modes. There's flight, super speed, acrobatics, and skimming. Now, flight is obviously flight. Super speed, so the fastest in the game. Even though open world, they tested it, acrobatics is actually the fastest open world when you're flying. But acrobatics can be really annoying. You kind of like Spider-Man, kind of stick to the walls and everything like that. And then skimming is like flying, but you fly on disc. It's kind of like Static Shock. You guys ever seen Static Shock? How he flies? They fly on disc. Alright, so the thing up there, those are called treasure boxes, treasure chests, whatever. You want to destroy as many of those as you can because you'll get loot from them, and there's a fee for destroying a certain amount. And for the camera feed, remember to go, okay, so for the last part, you go in here and you destroy all these security things too, and then you get the feats. See? And when you get enough feats to get enough skill point, it's almost like you're leveling up the animation. So I'm level 7, and let's see how many skill points I have now. I have 5 skill points, which is not bad. Alright, so did that mission, and now we're on to fight Super Power Girl.
Yeah, that raised his blood sugar a bit. Check and see if he's still hungry.
I remember this fight before they nerfed everything in this game. This fight used to be kind of hard because she did a decent amount of damage, and if you didn't know how to use healing barrels and if you didn't know how to use her powers, you could die.
Yes.
But now that they made everything really easy, it's really hard to die in this game.
Shield is down and Parasite's got Power Girl cornered. Get in there and get some DNA now.
The only power you have is greed, Parasite.
Those boobies. Okay. So before you fight Power Girl, they're gonna make you defeat 6 meta students and then drain their powers before you can actually fight her. Because if you try fighting her before you do this, you won't do any damage. You see how it's useful to be a healer subclass? I just heal myself real quick. And you get a lot of so most MMOs is called mana, but this game is called power. Your blue bar under your health bar, and that's what you need to use your powers. So, and when you defeat enemies, you get they'll drop little power balls, and then it'll increase your power. Okay, that should be it. Oh no, she's interrupting me. Right there. And after you do that, she'll be vulnerable to attack, and then this is when you go in on her. Alright. Watch me work. Keep scamming her. She's easy. Now, if you don't clip like I'm doing, the fight can take a long time, so make sure to clip like I taught you. Let me break a healing barrel. Because the healing barrel doesn't also just give health back, it also gives you power back, so it's going to help me spam more. He's done. She has a chance of dropping epic gear. Well, the Power Girl boots. No, wait, what did she drop? No, she dropped her gloves. But this time I didn't get it. But she does have a chance of dropping that. It's all the iconic gear in this game is purple, so you know when you see it. But for me, this time it did not drop. So we defeated Power Girl.
Power Girl is Superman's cousin. From another Earth, but still.
Alright, remember, this is the last investigation. Remember to get all the investigations you can. And then we got a fee for our first investigation when you complete your first one.
Power. If you've got it, flaunt it. Because sometimes it just feels good to hit something. Especially when it comes to Luther and his new generation of villains. Think you've won. Think again. You have more than just me or my cousin to worry about. It's all of us. So bring it! There's nothing we love more than a good fight!
Alright, and then when you, each time you finish a mission and you go in instance, you finish that, like, so when you complete the whole mission. Okay, so for every time, when you're fighting the bosses, I recommend don't use, your sodas, and then later on when you have ability to have a supercharge, don't use your supercharge. Because if you use those during the boss fight, you will not get a feat for those. Because there's a feat for not using a supercharge or consumable in every boss fight. So I recommend, if you can, do not use those. But if you're about to die and you just want to finish the mission, then go ahead. You can always go back and redo the instances and get the feats back. And also, don't die. If you survive the whole instance without dying once, you also get a feat for that. So there's that. Alright guys, so we're finished with here. Got everything we needed. We're gonna leave. Go back to the club. And so I'll just cut to the part where I get to the club. So I will see you guys there. Alright guys, we're back at the club. I hit level 8 is that after I've completed the mission. I forgot to complete the mission before I left the instance. So here we are. I'm gonna talk to a parasite real quick.
Man, that was the best
I'm gonna skip that.
Kryptonian energy I've had in ages.
Okay, and then finish the mission again. And I'm level 9. Okay, so once you hit level 9, immediately go into your movement mode. So I'm flight, so go, if you're whatever you are, go to that one. I'm flight, go to flight. And then you want to buy this. You want to buy your whatever movement you pick that thing. And so what this does is you will unlock your your ultimate movement mode. So if you're a flight, you get supersonic flight, so you go really fast. If you're speed, you get supersonic speed, and then if you're skimming, it's the same thing for flight, like that. And then for acrobatics, you get you can grapple hooks, and you can do like a glide. It's a lot of fun. So when you hit level 9, make sure to do that, because you don't want to travel slow all the time. Trust me. And then make sure to go to your mailbox, and then once you hit level 9, after the first mission, you will get your first iconic legend for PvP, and then you get a little emblem. Well, that's from the fight I did earlier. Equip all your gear, and then make sure to say this. You want to use this at a certain time. I'll teach you guys when to use this. Okay? So this is an experience boost. You don't want to use it right away. Okay, that, and then make sure to equip your legend, and okay. And for the last step, I always do. I don't have a lot of clutter in my inventory, so what I go and do is all the things that I don't need, I go and sell all of them. So you guys do this too. You guys don't want like your inventory to get all cluttered up. And make sure to repair it too. And then that's it. All right, guys, that's gonna be the end of this episode. Hope you that little tutorial you guys helped you guys. I'm not sure if I will be continuing this series. Hopefully, I will. I don't know. I'll have to think about it. Because this episode ran pretty long. I think it's like let me check real quick. We're 53 minutes in. I'm gonna cut it into 2 parts. I'm not gonna upload like an almost hour video. So guys, if you guys like that video, smash that like button. If you guys want, if you guys are fans of DCUO, you want to try the game out, I recommend downloading it and trying it out. If you don't like it, you can always delete it. And I think I might be continuing this series. Since I'm a veteran, I know everything about the game. I can help new players out if you guys are interested. So again, if you guys like the video, smash the like button. If you guys want to see more, subscribe. I do a lot of different videos, a lot of different playthroughs, walkthroughs like that. And I'll see you guys later on ParalyshisGaming. Peace.